This preview brought to you by Harness Racing Victoria.
12 race card again at Melton tonight, and an absolute ripper with most of the metropolitan races, and some good lead-up form we'll see in the Trotters race tonight for the Great Southern Star in 2 weeks' time. First race on the card, tipping here at number 9 Broadway Classic. It's an open race. I thought this is a final of a heat and final affair for which heats were run as the last two races last Friday night. Broadway Classic, I thought, even though it was beaten, was terrific in defeat. It ran second to Tearaway in that race and battled on very strongly, only its second run from a long spell. Tearaway going to an Orchid barrier this time. Second pick in the race, number 5 Wynebro Toto. It ran second to Narry Bell. It pulled very hard and battled on quite strongly after going to the breeze mid-race. I think it can reverse that decision with Narry Bell, who also goes to a more awkward draw. 3 Cute Arts, a nice horse. It hasn't been out of a place in 7 starts so far. Won at Warragul 5 starts back. Third here last week, coming from well back. This time will settle much closer from the front line barrier 3. And 7 Narry Bell, who has had 7 starts for 4 wins and 3 seconds, is a very nice mare, drawn wide. That's the only reason I probably didn't tip it on top. Not much between our first 4 picks here, 9, 5, 3 and 7. Race 2 on the program, Guns N' Roses, I thought was our first special for the night. It won a race of this ilk here 2 starts back. Was beaten here last week, only ran 6 to Alchemy in a very strong race, but didn't see daylight at any stage. We're going to show you here the replay of its latest win, which was here 3 weeks ago when it beat a similar field coming from well back.
And then Guns N' Roses, it's Mark Ruler in front. To lose the trick under pressure. Yakuza's run a big race. Fire it up, Gallop. Here comes Guns N' Roses out wide. Yakuza to lose the trick coming again. It's to lose the trick. Guns N' Roses grabbed it. Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses got up and beat to lose the trick.
Good strong win there by Guns N' Roses, and I think it coming to the front line tonight even enhances its chance further. Second pick, number 2, Yakuza. Terrific run last week here, went third to Guns N' Roses, or actually in that race we just saw, when sitting 3 wide and battling on very strongly. This is now a 10-year-old, didn't race last season, a former top liner out of that great mare tailor-made Lombo. It's ready to win a race and has the perfect alley, and clear second pick behind this good thing. Third pick, number 4, an Eden Hustler, who showed good speed last week before knocking up after being hammered in a much stronger race. And 8 Jukebox Music looks very well graded at claiming level and has the alley to sit and sprint from. 6 is special in race 2 to beat 2, 4 and 8. Race 3 on the card, the free-for-all. Well, most of the good ones were up in Sydney last week or out having a bit of a break, and Decorated Jasper's left behind. It's the genuine free-for-aller in this race, and whether it leads or not with 2 fast beginners inside it, it just wins this race for mine, number 3 Decorated Jasper. Luckless in the Geelong Cup last time, getting well back. 4th in an Inter-Dominion heat on this circuit, 2 starts back. 3 clearly from number 2 Toulouse-Lautrec, who ran a nice race, making 2 moves in last Sunday's Charlton Cup under these conditions, and a very good second before that to Guns N' Roses at Melton. Third pick, number 5, Let's Slash and Burn. Didn't have much luck in the Charlton Cup last week after being forced back after being forward early. And 4th pick, number 7, Alchemy, a good winner when we liked it here last week, leading in all the way fashion. Well, harder here from the wide draw. 3 clearly though to beat 2, 5 and 7. Race 4 on the card sees our second special of the evening, and it's in the form of number 4, Tio Entio. This has had 24 starts and won 10 of those. A good Bendigo winner, 2 starts back. Its Melton debut at this level was last time, going back to last week behind Making Out, where it sat 3 wide and uncovered in the last lap, and Making Out got it right on the line. Here's a look at that race.
Without cover, T-O-N-T-O, 3 wide, Making Out, 4 wide, Conflict of Interest, Our Flash of Fire, and Master Waratah just behind them. In the straight, Night Affair, tackled by T-O-N-T-O. T-O-N-T-O moved up to hit the lead from Night Affair. Making Out still coming on the outside. Making Out hit the lead from Night Affair, T-O-N-T-O. Making Out in front, Making Out. Making Out from T-O-N-T-O, and Night Affair, 4th. There's a wall of them.
Yes, T-O-N-T-O having to work very hard from its second line draw on that occasion and went under fighting. And it comes to the front this time, and it's got good gate speed. Second pick in the race, number 7, Charlie Maxine. Well, it took advantage of some real solid sectionals up front last week in the Tontine final, a $30,000 race, and hit the line really well to win impressively. That was something like its 2-year-old form of a couple of seasons back. The only reason I didn't tip it on top here is that draws out in barrier 7, and the other one, which I like a lot, draws in barrier 4, Tio NTO. Third pick in the race, number 2, Illawong Geraldine. Only a C2 class horse, so it doesn't grade well against these, but its recent form's been very solid, and it's got the speed to run a big race over the sprint journey. And fourth pick, number 6, Serum Knight, will be improved by recent racing. Hasn't won for a long time, but it's due, and Karen Manning's team's going okay. 4, 7, 2 and 6 in race 4. Race 5 on the card. Mark Dennis has been racing quite well without winning in recent times. Fourth here last time to Wash Me Pockets in a very fast run race. It got well back, did hit the line quite well. I think it leads here, and that's the key to it. Lance's team's racing well, Lance Justice, and number 1 Mark Dennis I think might go through and lead. If that's the case, the main danger will come from number 8, Cut for an Ace, who was a good winner here last time, did a bit of work in the run and finished off well. That made it 2 from its last 3. It's won 11 of 44, a nice horse grading very well. Leader behind lead, take your pick. I'm tipping the 1 to beat the 8. Third pick in the race, number 11, Wash Me Pockets, who was oh so good winning here last week. Did a stack of work and was still too strong. Does draw a bit awkwardly this time, however. And number 3, Henrik Zetterberg's the interesting runner. It's a fair horse, this bloke. It had 1 run for Dean Braun. Was a handy third at Geelong last time in a good race beyond American Muscle. It'll be much improved by that. Its first run since December. 1, 8, 11 and 3 in race 5. Race 6, the trackbred 3-year-old classic, and number 2, Glenferrie Shuffle, comes in here as a mare who won the Breeders' Crown going back 3 starts. That was back last August. It's been beaten in both runs since resuming. Second in a good race here behind I'm Smouldering first up when it had to work hard to find the lead. And third in a heat of the New South Wales Oaks at its latest run, where it also had to work from an awkward draw. Be much improved by those 2 runs. It's got the good alley this time. Number 2, Glenferrie Shuffle, to beat number 6, Our Femme Fatale. Very good Ballarat winner on Ballarat Cup night 2 starts back. Went to Menangle for a heat of the Derby for a heat of the Oaks up there. I've been saying Derby, I mean Oaks. It sat in the breeze there. It battled on okay in the home straight behind I'm Smouldering. Certainly wasn't disgraced. Comes back into an easier race with virtually 1 main danger and a little chance to number 1 Rogers Passion, who does sit and sprint quite nicely. Tried to lead all the way here last time, was caught just on the line by the informed Lier Noir. Fourth pick in the race, number 10, Lady Paddy, who's got loads of ability. Did make a mistake last time at Globe Derby when favourite in the SA Oaks, but it'll go a lot better. It's trialled brilliantly since. 2, 6, 1 and 10 in a very good 3-year-old fillies race. Race 7, the Night Pistol for the Group 1 trotters, and tipping here number 6, Stig. He's an outstanding Kiwi horse. He was favourite last week in the Glenferrie Farm Challenge at Menangle. He went around to the breeze mid-race, then made a mistake. He hasn't been doing that in his races, but hopefully he'll do the right thing here. He's probably not that well suited over the mile, but he is the class runner of the race, and you've got to tip him on top, the 6. Number 1, Vulcan, his fellow Kiwi, hasn't won since about 13 months ago when it won the Dullard Cup on this circuit, but it's been getting closer and closer all the time. Ran home well for third to Keystone Dell in that Glenferrie Farm Challenge at Menangle last week. It's ready to win and has the alley to do so. 3, Sundon's Gift, the former superstar, off the scene for 12 months, ran a very nice second first up, down the track in 2 subsequent runs in races that weren't run to suit. The old Sundon's Gift would lead these and he'd beat them, so I give him a very good chance here. And fourth pick, number 13, the Fiery Ginger, who led last week and set up the 156.3 mile rate in that Glenferrie Challenge. Not as well suited from behind, but he is a class horse and he does sprint well. 6, 1, 3 and 13 in race 7. Race 8, the Metropolitan Pace, second heat of this series, of which the final will be run next week. I thought Mr. Sheedy was just a good thing here. I think he ran around about $1.30, something like that. He ran only 5th at Menangle last time, went favourite. First look at Menangle, went below expectations there when he led, but his previous runs included a third hit of I'm Cause and Terror, a good tough effort. I think he's a bit good for these. Second pick, number 9, Western Rockstar, a former top youngster. Back to winning form at its last 3, 2 of its last 3 sandwiched around a luckless effort behind Restrepo in the 4-year-old Bonanza, a big race on here on Hunter Cup night. But Western Rockstar grades well, draws a little bit awkwardly. Third pick in the race for a Major Joe. Good tough effort to win at Hamilton last time. He's won 3 of his last 4, with the aberration being in the very good Terang Cup in between those runs. And fourth pick, number 7, Night Affair. More so a place chance. Its winning turn's not far off, however. Probably won't be tonight from barrier 7, 2, 9, 4 and 7 in race 8. Race 9, the Pride's Easy Feed Trot for the middle grade country class trotters. Number 6, Triumph for Monarch's not a country class trotter. Won the Breeders' Crown last season. Very good first up, second to Orlando's Dream here going back a fortnight ago. It's the pick. It'll be much fitter for that run. Second pick, number 11, Tenderho's been flying through the class in the country. Won the Central Victorian Trotters Championship among 4 in a row. Made a mistake at Geelong from the stand last week. Back to the mobile here. Well suited. 3, Cat Mendoni made a lot of ground in that same Geelong race when running 5th after an early mistake from the stand. Mobile suits as well. He's a nice horse drawn well. And 2, Waikari Aristocrat comes in as 4th pick. It's back to its best form. 6, 11, 3 and 2 in race 9. Race 10, the Youthful Stakes for 2-year-old colts and geldings. Tipping here, number 2, Presidential Secret. Like it a fair bit, actually. It was on debut in the Glenferrie Sapling Stakes going back about 3 weeks when it ran second to the standout so far, Yankee Rockstar. Good effort there because it got back in the field and ran home very strongly and looked good. The second horse in that race, Young Modern, has won since. 4 for second, Mulgrave, made a lot of ground from the rear on debut at Yarra Valley last time. It's in the Ross and Greg Sugars team. It'll be a big improver for that first start outing. For third, number 7, Young Modern, who won that Yarra Valley race. It's been very consistent, but does go to a wide alley. The horse that beat Real Character won last night, and yesterday actually. And 4th pick, number 5, Sketch Me, a first starter for Wayne Potter, who's been trialling well. In the Youthful Stakes, 2, 4, 7 and 5. Race 11, a 3-year-old trotters race. Tipping here, the stablemates to fight it out. 5, Dora Pepperell and number 8, Paris Pepperell. Both very good fillies. This is for the 3-year-old trotting fillies. Because of the alley, Dora Pepperell, good second at Bendigo last night, Pride of Sundon, to beat number 8, Paris Pepperell, who was a good run, went third in that same race. For third, number 3, Lyman Lemonade. So resuming from a short break, but it's got plenty of speed. It'll be in front for a long way. And 4th pick, number 7, packed up early. When it trots, it goes pretty well. It hasn't at its last couple. 5, 8, 3 and 7. And we finish off with another trotters race here, a very open race. 2, Dawn Tears, a big improver at its last couple. Third's at Cranbourne and here, and it's 4th at Cranbourne the other night. But to blitz them colder was a good effort as well. It's drawn the pole now, 2 on top in an open race to beat 4, Smile If You Love Me. It was also a good effort and first glimpse of form when running second from the breeze at Kilmore last time. 11, Waikari's Son, and number 13, Look Here Bloke. The next 2, 2, 4, 11 and 13. And a 12 race card from Melton tonight. The 2 best bets are race 2, number 6, Guns and Roses. Race 4, number 4, Tio Entio. The Ruffy, race 6, number 9, Soho Julie. The Quaddie, 2, 4 and 7 into 1, 3, 8 and 11 into 1, 2, 6 and 10, and the fourth leg 1, 3, 6, 7, 8 and 13, going fairly wide there. 2, 4, 7, 1, 3, 8, 11, 1, 2, 6 and 10, 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 6, 7, 8 and 13. $72 gets you 25%. That's harness racing from Melton tonight. Good luck.
This preview brought to you by Harness Racing Victoria.